Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So, Isaiah Rashad says that he's sexually fluid. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, so recently Isaiah Rashad sat down with Joe Budden, right? They had a whole interview, right? Joe Budden does these little pull-up interviews where he kind of talks to different rappers, but he pulls up on them that's separate from his podcast, right? The whole situation, though, is that, they talked about a lot of stuff, but, Joe Budden had to ask him about the video that leaked a couple months ago, right? And y'all know, Isaiah Rashad went viral. There was a video of him on Twitter of him topping another guy, right? So the whole situation is crazy. So Isaiah Rashad stayed pretty quiet about it. They asked somebody from TDE, because he signed the Top Dog, about the situation. Basically, Punch from TDE was like, I don't worry about what another man does in the bedroom or behind closed doors. Why are you asking me about that? That's weird, right? So Isaiah Rashad told Joe Budden that he actually identifies as sexually fluid, right? So he says, look, man, Isaiah Rashad has two daughters. He said, look, my daughters know, my family knows. It's just that the public doesn't know in the public eye, but now the public does because of that video that leaked, right? He says that this is a recent discovery, that basically within the past few years, he's learned to kind of identify that he's attracted to more of the personality than the actual person, right? So whoever it is, guy, girl, trans, whatever, whoever they identify as or whatever they identify as, he's attracted to their mind or that conversation, right? And then Joe Budden asked him, well, hey, are you just sleeping around with anybody and everybody, right? And Isaiah Rashad said, no, I'm actually in a monogamous relationship with one person. But basically he's saying that, look, if I'm with a person who is a woman now and we break up, maybe I'll get with a guy, and then if we break up, I'll get with another woman, or so on and so forth, right? So it's cool that Isaiah Rashad is living in his truth. And a lot of people kind of, applauded Isaiah Rashad for doing this interview. On the other hand, they were coming at Joe Budden for asking certain questions, but Joe Budden is a journalist, so he has to ask these questions. And even if it might sound like Joe Budden is asking an ignorant question, he's asking the question not for himself, but for everybody else who wants to know these answers, right? So there's some of that too, but let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.